awesome! You know what time it is? It's time to hit the floor and go interview some cosplayers for another Cosplay Chaos. Most of these Funkos will be some of the cosplayers. I can't wait to show you guys all these amazing people that we're going to interview today. Let's go!
Cosplay Chaos!
Which one of you is the real Batman?
I'm Batman!
I can confirm it's that one.
Swear to me! Neon Jason! Hey, I tell you what, tell your mom don't throw those colors in with your wash next time.
Freddy, why are you being Freddy?
Why am I being Freddy? Because I'm the man of your dreams. I'm your worst nightmare. I am all that in a bag of Fritos. Ha! Ha 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 ha! That's who I am, and that's how I'll be to the day I die. Which, of course, I'll never die.
And how long did it take you to find that ugly sweater?
Well, it didn't take that long. You know, I shop at numerous stores. You know, I love the attire, you know. You should try it sometime. Red and green would look good on you.
I don't think so.
I don't think so? Well, you just stick to the traditional purple Joker-looking jumpsuit you got there, and everything will be fine.
I am from the game.
Oh, Nintendo Jason. Well, now you're playing with power.
Yeah. You are cosplaying as Macho Man.
I am the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You're looking good with the eye patch and the sword in the back. She's looking good. She could come challenge for the heavyweight title right now.
I'll just slice everyone and win.
You slice everyone. Ooh, that's dangerous. Dangerous. Too hot to handle. Too cold to hold.
So, why did you choose to be yourself?
Why did I choose to be myself? Who else am I gonna be? I'm the Macho Man Randy Savage, back from the dead, Not even death could keep the madness down.
How long did it take you to get those outfits?
How long? I sewed every single one of these sequins on this arm right here. It took me about 52 hours to do it. I'm kidding. I bought this Amazon. Even Macho Man uses Amazon, Looking good. I'll see you around, all right? Ooh, yeah.
Who came up with the idea of doing the Golden Girls?
Hello, I came up with the idea of doing the Golden Girls.
Why did you come up with the idea of doing this?
We needed to find something for the four of us to dress up as, and the Golden Girls is my sister's favorite show. So I decided, how about we do the Golden Girls?
And we definitely know who they are, so we thought it was a great idea.
Shows too, yeah.
Yeah, we're visiting from Chicago and they live here, so we decided to do something all together, to spend time together.
How long did it take you guys, or did you guys get it anywhere?
A couple days. The girls, went to Goodwill and we found some old jewelry that my mom had, and here we are.
And Amazon for the wigs, and here we are.
What has been your favorite part of Comic Con so far?
All the pictures. It's been great. Seeing everybody smiling and laughing when they see us, it's kind of making our day too. So,
who are you guys cosplaying as?
So this is King Arthur, and I'm Patsy from the movie Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Why did you choose to be these characters?
Because nobody knows who they are. And it's my favorite movie. And it's not Marvel, and it's not Star Wars.
For people who don't know what that is, and could you go more in depth about that?
Sure. So it's a movie about medieval times from 1975, made by Monty Python. And it's one of the best movies ever made.
How long did it take you to make all this?
A few months, a little bit at a time, got a real job, so got to, work on it on my spare time. So a little bit at a time, and then we did it a year ago here at Tampa, and we were lucky enough to get on TV. The first minute we walked in, people were all over us. So this is a year now that we've been doing this.
All right, please don't eat me in the process of this.
Okay.
All right, so what are you cosplaying as?
I am Audrey 2.
And for people who don't know who that is, can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
Audrey 2 is a plant that comes from another planet, from another world, and likes to eat people, and wants to take over the world. And if you feed Audrey 2, I'll get bigger and bigger and bigger.
How long did it take you to make this?
This took me about a week.
Why'd you choose to be this plant?
Because I love the movie Little Shop of Horrors, from which the plant came. It's one of my favorite movies.
What has been your favorite part of Comic-Con so far?
Taking pictures with everybody.
Well, thank you for your time. You look freaking awesome.
Thank you very much. This is my first interview.
So, what are you guys exactly? Like Disney character Jedis?
Absolutely, we're Disney Jedis.
Whose idea was it to come up with the group?
That was all. This has all been my branch of my dream group here to pull all these folks together.
He's made every one of our lightsabers. Not only are they custom made, but each one has something special to our characters. Like his has a saber, and if you look on top, he has the Jedi symbol. Mine's made completely out of wood.
Mine's a trident.
Trident.
Mine has like the crown that she has.
And then his looks exactly like the one from the movie.
Oh my god.
Including
the
the shield.
we have an interview.
Oh, we have an interview. What's going on
His
here?
has the flame, and it's a dagger, and has the cross on top. It's phenomenal.
And the scarf from Esmeralda, the one for the Hellfire scene.
Charlie, he's phenomenal. His work is amazing. He made so much of this group.
Yeah.
I tried.
How long did it take you to get everything you're done?
Oh wow. I mean, maybe like 4 months. So I already built this. So this took a long time, but this was already built. That took like 2 weeks maybe. We just put that together this morning. That was pretty quick. This took me a couple days, and the shield took a couple days. So all in all, not that long. Oh, and the arm, but I had already made that for something else as well. So another couple weeks maybe.
So you are cosplaying as the mom from Stranger Things.
Yes, Joyce Byers.
So why did you choose to be Joyce?
Well, my daughter, who's the Demogorgon over here, she got me into Stranger Things in season 1, and so I watched season 1, then I got into season 2, and when we came to MegaCon, we decided to do a family cosplay. So we're Joyce and Dustin and the Demogorgon because I need something to kill my eyes.
It's perfect.
Thank you.
Because Joyce was always trying to fight the Demogorgon, while Dustin was always trying to help.
I know, exactly. We forgot. I'm sure he's got some 3 Musketeers in his backpack to keep this one at bay.
How long did it take you to make all this? Or
actually, not that long. This is made with just a science fair trifold board and some material from the fabric store and a little battery-powered string of lights, and it wasn't that hard at all.
So, what are you guys cosplaying as?
This is Medusa.
Pinhead Dead Mouse, DJ.
Deadmau is a DJ, and then the Pinhead combined. And he made both of the costumes, every single bit, the lighting, everything.
How long did it take you guys?
Months and months.
Literally, and just the airbrushing takes a couple of hours. The costumes we've worked on and off for probably a year.
So, why did you guys choose to do this cosplay?
Why what?
Why did you guys choose to do this?
We always come to Spooky. We do them both a year. And like I said, normally our 2 kids come and they dress up too. So it's more of like a family thing we can do together.
Why did you choose to do Dead Mouse?
I like the music, and I love Pinhead. He's my favorite horror character, so I just did a mashup. Seemed natural.
Well, it looks like everyone wants to take a picture with the guys, so this is like one of the coolest ones I've seen so far.
Thank you.
What are you cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying as the Grim Reaper, original character.
And why did you choose to be the Grim Reaper?
I've always had a big fascination with the Grim Reaper because everybody thinks he's bad, but really he just, after you die, he takes your soul to a better place. So I've always had kind of a love-hate with the guy.
How long did it take you to make this?
This costume took the person that I didn't make it, number one. Dawn's Leather Treasures made it, and it took her about 8 to 9 weeks to make it. It's all custom, nothing was bought, all handmade.
Wow.
Like that?
I like that. Who are you cosplaying as?
Krampus.
And for people who don't know who Krampus is, can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
He is a legend in Austria, and he comes to get the bad children. And they have a Krampus walk every year in Austria to find out who those bad children are.
So why did you choose to be Krampus?
Because I like being a bad monster.
Don't eat my microphone. How long did it take you to make all this?
Oh, I don't know. Hours. I got 40 hours probably in sculpting it, and I don't really know, honestly, because it's a drying time and here and there.
So, what are you cosplaying as?
I'm an Inquisitor from Warhammer 40,000.
And for people that don't know what that is, can you go a little bit more in depth?
Sure. So the character is somebody who he hunts down bad guys in a giant science fiction universe that's been around for about 30 years. He's not a very nice person.
Why did you choose to be this character?
I liked the challenge, and I think the universe is really cool, and I wanted to build like a big sword and gun and stuff. So it was really, I really liked the character in the universe, and I also really wanted to build all the props.
How long did it take you to make this?
It was about 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Absolutely.
So what are you guys cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying as Wicked Wonder Woman.
And what are you? What is he? What does that translate to?
That translates to Captain America zombie style. Or zombie Captain America.
So where did this idea come from?
His came from a comic book, but mine as well from the Batman Metal series, where they did a dark multiverse with the Batman. So I wanted to do something with Wonder Woman.
So how long did it take you to make all of this?
This has been on and off for a year. Yes.
So is this?
Yeah. So we made everything except the skulls, and we just accessorized it, and the cowl on the Batman. But everything else was so designed, painted by us. His costume, we altered 2 different costumes and added a lot more material on it.
So what are you cosplaying as?
Well, I am an original character. I'm a novelist, and this is a ghost character from my novel. So this is a novel about a cult, and they have some ghosts in there that are dead cult members that want to recruit more people to join them in the afterlife. So creepy, spooky, mysterious stuff.
So basically, what is your character about?
My character is just a ghost, a dead cult member that haunts the houses of a campus, a boarding school where some students go to school, they join a spirituality group, they meet some ghosts, and they haunt the place and they scare them.
Wow. How long did it take you to make all of this?
Honestly, most of this is just stuff that you find at thrift stores, in the closet. I got the wig off Amazon. I made the cloak. Got some fabric at Joann's, and then I got some makeup to color to go with it to match the grayscale.
Where can we get the book?
It is on Amazon, and you can get it either as a paperback or an ebook.
All right, you want to check out the book? What are you cosplaying as?
I'm the Bride of Frankenberry, and this is Frankenberry.
And people who don't know what that is, can you explain?
It's the best breakfast cereal you can get.
So how long did it take you to make this?
It took him a couple weeks to make his headpiece, and it took us about 2 hours to get him body paint.
Wow. Why did you guys choose to do this?
Again, it's the best breakfast cereal, and breakfast does a body good.
What are you cosplaying as?
This is completely customized. It's not a character from anything. This character I totally made up on my own.
So what is he about? What is this character about?
This character is about, the expression of evil and just to look scary, really, basically. He's got no real storyline to him.
How long did it take you to make all of this?
It took me about a couple months. It didn't take very long. The gloves were the longest part just because of how long I had to cut it out.
So because this is your original character, where did this idea come from?
It came from this convention, actually. You know, I needed a spooky cosplay. I thought of this mask and the gloves, and I just kind of put it all together as best I could do.
What are you cosplaying as?
I am cosplaying the angry video game nerd.
And why?
Because I love the show and I've watched it for a long time.
Now, for people that don't know who that is or what that is, could you go a little bit more in depth about that?
So it's created by James Rolfe, and the character of the nerd is this completely miserable drunk guy who reviews a bunch of very bad old video games like the Nintendo Entertainment System.
How long did it take you to make this?
This took probably about 2 months to get all this together.
Who are you cosplaying as?
I am Carnage Pool.
Why did you choose to be Carnage Pool?
Well, it's my two favorite characters. Deadpool, because he's funny and outgoing, and Carnage, because he's completely psychotic.
How long did it take you to make this, or did you buy it?
Well, the individual pieces took a few hours each, but total, it took me about a month to make the whole thing and put it together.
I can't stop looking at them. They look so sharp.
Oh, they're not too sharp. A little sharp.
They scare me. So who are you cosplaying as?
I am Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin.
And for people who don't know that, can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
Well, I like to squash a little bug called Spider-Man. You know, Hell's Kitchen, where Daredevil is. And some little pesky fella called the Punisher, too. I hate them all. Try to ruin my business.
So why did you choose to be Kingpin?
Why does God choose to be God? When you're great, you're great. It just fell into my lap. I love making money, controlling people.
How long did it take you to make this?
This? Not very long at all. It's not that hard. Just shave my head, put a little makeup on, buy some clothes. That's pretty much it.
Who are you cosplaying as?
I'm playing the King Kong maiden. I am trapped inside. I am the afternoon snack.
And why did you choose to be the afternoon snack for King Kong?
Well, it was either me or it was going to be, you know, my niece, and so I thought I'd sacrifice myself for the greater good.
Greater good. How long did it take you to put this together?
Well, we modified a gorilla suit, and we built the cage about a week. It took. It wasn't that long.
So why did you guys choose to be the Sailor Gang, basically?
It started with my obsession, and they joined in. So it worked out perfectly.
Yeah. Why did you guys want to be the Sailor Moon people?
I don't know. It's like I've been watching them since I was young, and I've always liked Usagi, and then it just worked out that they match the personality of all the other Sailor Scouts. So I'm just like,
we match our personalities.
I happen to have 4 friends, so it all worked out.
How long did it take you guys to get all of this ready?
She made everything. A couple of years ago, just the 3 of us, we did a version of this. So with this time, it was like we have to do it's a bigger and better version, and it was kind of last minute. So this was all done in a week. In a week.
With no sleep.
Even right before we came, we were putting stuff together. So it took a lot of effort. Shout out to my mommy for helping.
So, what are you cosplaying at?
I am the Queen of Junkertown from Overwatch.
And for people who don't know what that is, can you explain a little bit more?
Okay. So the Queen of Junkertown is very self-explanatory. She's in charge of the Junkertown map in the area of Junkertown in Australia. She's also responsible for Junkrat being permanently exiled, so I think that's pretty neat. But she doesn't have an official reference or model in game because she's not a character. She exists on the side of the map and in lore. So there are pictures of her plastered across the side of the map, but she's not actually a playable character. So they throw lore characters in all the time in Overwatch, and I was like, oh, that's neat. I'm just going to be her forever.
Is it one of your favorite cosplays?
So far, yes, it is. Mainly because I'm the only one I've seen. I think I've seen one other Queen of Junkertown, but that's because one of my friends sent me a picture. But I like it. It gave me a lot of creative freedom, and it's something that a lot of other people like. So it's pretty much my favorite right now.
How long did it take you to make it?
Well, most of these pieces were already made and pulled from other costumes. Like, this is actually from my Junkrat cosplay. These are from my Junkrat cosplay. But overall, I'd say it went through a couple revisions. I originally made a version when we didn't know what color she was supposed to be, like hair-wise, clothes-wise, any of that stuff-wise. So we didn't know what her color palette was, so I just made one, like, offhand, like, okay, this is fine. And then like a year later, I went to BlizzCon and then they told me these are what her colors are, and I'm like, that's great, that's wonderful. Now I need to change everything. So overall, it went through a couple of revisions, but I'd say construction took not long at all. The longest thing was the jacket, so I'd say about 2 weeks. I think the longest is the axe, which took about 4 days. Because this also went through a couple of revisions. Like for the first version, this piece wasn't on it. It didn't originally light up. It wasn't able to separate. So this probably took the longest. But I did win Best in Show at Anime Expo as my last competition. So I'm still riding that high a little bit.
What are you guys doing here?
Well, we're the Real Ohio Ghostbusters, and we're raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation for Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana. 100% of the donations that we get from this event and all of our events through the year goes to Make-A-Wish. Ghostbusters keeps none of it.
What do you do normally besides doing donations?
You mean as in Ghostbusters or actual everyday lives?
Ghostbusters.
Oh, it's Ghostbusters? Oh, we're defending the city we're on. We're, matter of fact, looks like there's not. We keep the paranormal actually clear of the cons that we're at.
Cool. So no paranormal activity?
Nope, no ghosts whatsoever. They're all in the containment unit back at headquarters.
So what are you cosplaying as?
Today I'm cosplaying as Wonder Woman or Diana from the Pulip doll version that they released.
So how long did it take you to make this cosplay?
Oh goodness, I think I spent about 30 hours on this one.
Was it like one day or was it multiple days?
Definitely multiple days. I think it took me about a week to do this one.
So what is your cosplay? People who don't know.
Toga Himiko from Boku no Hero.
And people who don't know what My Hero Boku no Hero Academia is, can you tell them a little bit what about her character is?
It's an anime about kids with superpowers and quirks, and they go to a school to learn how to be a hero.
And what's Toga about?
Toga is the villain who tries to take down the heroes in the school.
So why did you choose to do Toga?
I just thought I'd suit her, and I think her design would be really fun, and it is. So,
how long did it take you to make the costume?
I made the neck piece in about 4 hours, the tubing I did in 6 hours, and everything else is purchased.
Okay, so you are Bakugo from My Hero, correct?
Yeah,
Why did you choose to be Bakugo?
because I'm the #1 hero.
And for people who don't know what My Hero is and who Bakugo is, can you go more in depth about that?
He's going to be the #1 hero. He's gonna frickin' beat Deku.
I agree to disagree to that.
You're wrong.
My friend would agree with you, though. So how long did it take you to get all of this prepared and cosplay?
Probably about 4 weeks. 4 weeks solid time, yeah.
Not bad, it's depending on how that big of grenade hands he's got.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are Gotham Catwoman just like me.
Yes, I am.
Why did you choose to be her?
Because she's my favorite on the show. She's amazing, and I think that Cameron's such an inspiration.
How long did it take you to make it, or did you buy the pieces?
I bought the pieces, but it all came together 4 months.
I did mine last minute because I had nothing prepared. So you are cosplaying as Barf from Spaceballs.
Correct.
So for people who don't know what that is or who that is, can you go more in depth about that?
Barf is actually Bartholomew. He is a Mog, half man, half dog. He's his own best friend. But he's from the movie Spaceballs, which is a parody of Star Wars. So he would be the Chewbacca Wookiee character.
Why did you choose to be Barf?
I love John Candy, I love the character, and it's a very comfortable costume to use.
I mean, it looks pretty comfortable. It's all fluff.
Yes, exactly.
So what are you guys cosplaying as?
Alien and Ripley.
Why did you guys choose to do these characters?
We love the movie.
Why do you love the movie?
Because it's terrifying, and the characters are a lot of fun.
How long did it take you guys to make this?
I actually commissioned this, but it took about a month, 2 months to wait for.
This one was pretty easy once I found the flight suit, but finding one in my size was pretty hard because they were all like XXX large. So once I found that, it was pretty easy. I just sewed the patches on.
You are Sayori from DDLC, but for people who don't know who that is, can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
It's basically a visual novel horror game.
And why did you choose to be Sayori?
Because I just really like the character and I thought it'd be fun to cosplay as her.
How did you make this, or did you buy it?
I bought the outfit, but I did stylize the wig a little bit.
So you are obviously cosplaying as Darkwing Duck.
Right?
So why did you choose to be Darkwing Duck?
Well, Jim Cummings was going to be here, but unfortunately he canceled. But I was cosplaying as him last year. I figured I'd come back and hopefully meet the voice actor, but he wasn't around.
How long did it take you to make this?
I think it took me, it was a couple of weeks that I put it together. I had I sewed in feathers, I changed the jacket around. Other than that, took a little bit of a Halloween mask and cut it up and fixed it.
So what are you guys cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying as a Neko Wizard Todoroki. I'm Rin from Fate.
And for people who don't know what either of those things are, can you explain a little bit?
Mine is kind of more of like an AU mixed like from Todoroki from My Hero Academia with like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter with a familiar of like a Dragonair. It's a weird mix-up, but I was like kind of going for something like just different in a weird sense of way. Rin is a mage, and she participates in this game to ultimately get the wish she really wants.
What's this leash thing that's going on here?
This is just for fun. This is just for fun, and it's just so I don't wander away, because I wander away from people and I usually lose them and I can't find them in conventions. So this is just a fun way of like saying, hey, stay here.
How long did it take you to make the cosplays?
Mine, I just bought most of it. I've had this for a few years. I got this like last week, and I just painted over these like that I got a few days ago actually. So it's mostly just a mix of things that I've just recently got or had for a while.
The costume I bought, but like some of the basic things I just already had, so I threw them together because they matched.
So who are you cosplaying as?
As Judge Dredd.
And for people who don't know who that is, can you go a little bit more in depth about it?
He is a character based in the future that helps out, I guess, people. There's no order, so he establishes the order.
So why did you choose to be Judge Dredd?
Because, I like the movies. I'm a sci-fi writer, so why not? If you write about it, why not be part of it, right?
How long did it take you to make this outfit?
Not too long. Some of it is already made, and then the rest of it I put together pretty quickly, so wouldn't take too long at all.
So what are you cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying as Gundam Tanaka from Danganronpa. Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair.
And for people who don't know what that is, can you explain?
Danganronpa is a series, it's a visual novel that was done by Kodaka, I forget his last name, it's very similar to Phoenix Wright visual novels where it's a murder mystery. In this case, however, it's more like Hunger Games meets Fortnite almost, but a murder mystery instead. So it's last man standing. Every time someone kills someone, there's a class trial, where the objective is everyone has to figure out who did it. If they're right, only what they call the blackened dies. However, if they get it wrong, everyone but the blackened dies.
Wow. How long did it take you to make this cosplay?
I bought most of it, but I had to improvise several other parts, such as the armbands, which was quite a bit of work, actually, and this is still just my version 2. I'm going to be working on a version 3 to improve it a bit better. The wig is by Jail, which I highly recommend their wigs. They're very good.
So you are obviously Deathstroke.
Yes,
So why did you choose to be Deathstroke?
for the money.
What?
Money, 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 money.
What do you mean by money?
I'm a paid assassin.
Dun dun dun.
I kill.
So how long did it take you to make this?
Until actually a couple months.
So what are you cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying as Dr. Mario.
And for people who don't know who he is, can you explain?
So Mario, of course, is Mario Brothers. Hopefully everyone knows that. But he had a puzzle game back in the NES days called Dr. Mario. And most people now know Dr. Mario from the Smash Brothers series.
How long did it take you to make this cosplay?
This one didn't take too long because most of my clothing are things that I already had, and the denim pants and the dress shirt, lab coat that I used for school chemistry, and the tie I got at Goodwill, the stethoscope I just found in a toy doctor kit and just used aluminum foil for the metallic parts and black tape to kind of get a black cord kind of thing. The pills were the only thing I had to buy online called Chill Pills, and they're pretty good. Unfortunately, they don't have a red and yellow or blue and yellow. It's red and white and blue and white. So I put a little cap on there. The only thing is that these things can't be painted, unfortunately. Or I tried to, and it just broke off so easily. So that's why I have a cloth and tape, kind of last minute repair.
I'm just I don't know what I am. I don't know. I just eat people. So yeah, that's what I do.
That's the question I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I'm full though, so I'm going to spare you. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Thank you. Why did you choose to be this person that eats people?
It looks cool. I had it, so I just brung it, and I did. Yep, that's me.
Can you tell us more about what this thing is?
It's an orc. If you've heard of D&D, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's just blue, cool, and awesome. Just you eat people.
So who are you cosplaying as?
Jewfords Creefords.
And for people who don't know who that is, can you go a little bit more in depth about that?
It was a horror movie about a demon that gets to come out every 23 days, every 23rd spring to feed.
So why did you choose to be this character?
Never really seen an accurate version done, and it's just a little bit different.
How long did it take you to make all this?
This is about 3 months of work.
Wow. Well, that's it for our crazy adventure. And the cosplayers. Were spot on. We got to do some cosplayers who are pretty amazing. And that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys all later in the next video. Make sure you smash the subscribe button and the like button and share with all your friends. Bye!